The PS5 has had a major design flaw since day one, and we all know what it is. It looks good sitting up vertically, but on its side, it looks pretty awful. The worst part is this is the orientation that it needs to be to fit into most media centers. And these cheap plastic clips that are meant to prop it up, it ain't it. But what if you could completely transform the design of your PS5 in 30 seconds? So I've had this idea for a while now. The current design of the PS5 and the PS5 Slim, it does a pretty good job hiding its size. On the front, it's slim at the bottom and it curves out to its thickest point up at the top. But if you turn it around, the thickest point's at the bottom with the thinnest point at the top. My idea is to even all of this out to make it look more like a traditional console. A box that looks like it was meant to sit horizontal under the TV and not feel out of place when it's there, just like consoles used to be. We could then add ventilation where we need it while masking the curvature by bringing down the front lip, and then keep it open in the middle so that we can still have access to our USB ports and our power button. I think in the end, it'll probably look a little bit bigger than the original design, but at least it'll be more horizontal friendly. And really, you might not even be able to tell this is a PlayStation by the time this is done. Now, what's gonna enable all this is the fact that the PlayStation 5 was also designed with removable and replaceable cover plates. They're very straightforward to take on and off, and right now, there's a ton of colors that you can already buy to replace them, but all of them look basically the same, with the third-party ones just shaving off the corners. There's just so much potential here that no one is taking advantage of, and I really don't know why. I've had this idea since the PS5 originally released, and I'm still surprised that no one has done this yet. So now I have the tools to make it happen, and I'm just gonna do it myself. So the first challenge is to get the shape and the curvature of these PS5 plates to be correct, because they are very unique, and there's basically no flat edges or anything like that for me to work off of. Replicating this is gonna be borderline impossible with nothing but a pair of calipers. So we're gonna need to do something different. This is the Creality CR Scan Raptor. It's a hybrid 3D scanner that has both infrared and blue light lasers for what they claim is metrology levels of accuracy. The blue light scanning is supposed to be accurate down to 0.02 millimeters. So we should get some nice detailed scans of the shape and the clip positions and really everything we need to make this work. Now, the inconvenient part of using blue light scanning is that I also need to place these little reflective stickers everywhere. This is what the scanner needs to keep its tracking, and there needs to be a lot of them. This is so the scanner can see around 3 or 4 at any given time to maintain it. Okay, so now that I have all the scans I need, I can place them in their approximate positions relative to the console, reverse engineer the curvature of the plates, rebuild the clips, and then place those in their correct positions. Now, getting the tilt and the angle of each of these plates perfect was definitely the step that took the most trial and error. If one is even off by 1 or 2 millimeters, the panels can collide with each other, the clips might not land in the correct spot, or it just becomes obvious that the panels are misaligned or just not level. But after many iterations, the hard part is finally done, and now I can work on the design. So here's what I'm thinking. Talking purely from an aesthetic standpoint, I really love the way that the Xbox One S looks, but I also really like the way that the PS4 looked, and I think I can do something that will combine the two. Now, the part that I like from the One S is the ventilation pattern. If I take that and apply it here, I can also give direct ventilation to the fan and add some additional ventilation holes to the front and the sides, which are the same areas that the original plates left open. The PS4 has a sandwich design which already works perfectly for this idea. So keeping with that, we'll have access to the glossy black strip in the middle with the power button and the USB-C ports. I'm really happy with the final result, and I think this could make a really good base for more designs in the future. Each plate is perfectly level and the curvature aligns with the console, which is exactly what I was hoping to do. The plates are held in securely by the clips, but can still be replaced if I want to go back to the originals for any reason, or if I want to change up the color to match the room. I really like this two-tone white and black look. I think it makes the console look slimmer and more modern, but this silver and black combination is really starting to win me over as well. There are a ton of different combinations that are going to work here. And even though the design goal was focusing on making this look good in horizontal orientation, it still looks really good vertically, and there's more flat surface area so that there's less risk of it tipping over without a stand. As for where this project is gonna go from here, honestly, I don't know. Maybe I'm the only person who cares about this, so I'm genuinely curious about what you guys think. I'll definitely be reading the comments on this one. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.
When you get home, you barely recognize the pictures they put in a frame.